So 2040, the census predicts that by the year 2040, people of color will be in the majority. I didn't know if people were going to start running through the aisles, tearing off their clothes, running into the alleyway when I announced this, if you didn't know it. We will no longer be a minority. So if you look at all of that growth and opportunity I talked about before, and think about the fact that we will no longer be a minority, that's a pretty big deal. There's a lot of opportunity. There's going to be more of us to take advantage of it. But let's see where we are right now, 2013. Only 1% of internet companies are founded by African-American founders. Nearly 1/3 of US households don't have internet access in the home. When people are asked why they don't have internet access, it's not cost that's the biggest issue. It's that they don't perceive that it's needed. They don't see the value. So you see the first disconnect. Huge opportunity over here, a demographic of people who don't recognize the value and the opportunity in their day-to-day lives here, right? That's a divide that we have to close. So if you guys remember during the Clinton administration, the first time you heard the word digital divide, it was really focused on getting internet access in every city, every town in the United States. We wanted to make sure whether you were in a rural area, whether you were in an urban area, you had access to the internet. That's actually evolved into a different kind of divide that I call the perception divide. So this illustrates mainstream America's perception of opportunity in the United States, right? Everyone has access to Google. Everyone has a mobile phone in their pocket. They can do a Google search to solve problems. They can get access to app services and goods pretty much fairly easily. So there's really not much they can't connect to. So for example, how many people have an iPhone? How many people in here have an Android phone? How many people in here have a Windows phone? No Windows. How many people here have a BlackBerry? So the BlackBerry people, I'm going to be moving pretty quick, so if you could slide over to one of the iPhone people, because we are talking about innovation. So this looks pretty good. We can go in any direction we want. But the sad part of the problem is when it comes to African Americans, this is our perception of the opportunity. Because we're so focused on survival, day-to-day struggles, just trying to make ends meet, just trying to see it to the next day, that's really all we see. How can we be innovative if all we're trying to think about is day-to-day survival, right? And this perception goes actually three ways. This is how we perceive opportunities. This is how sometimes we perceive opportunities about our fellow people. And this is how mainstream America looks at us, a very narrow cast. The problem with this is, with that narrowcast view, there could be opportunities directly next to you and you'd never find them. That's a problem. Those huge growth numbers I showed you, the amassed opportunity that's there, and it's right next to us and we don't see it. This divide is actually worse than the original one because the other one was tangible. You could say, go there, find that opportunity. This one is happening and it's growing, and African Americans are at the dead center of it.